Hi everybody, good evening and welcome once again to Engineering World. Today I will show you how you can interconnect an automatic time switch control for two devices. Automatic time switch controller. What we wish to achieve? We wish to achieve the design that will authorize or permit two devices, maybe lamp, maybe motor, maybe machines, whatsoever you have, to operate and interswitch each other with time. This first one will run for 1 hour, for example. It will switch over automatically to the second one to run for another 1 hour, and the other one will interswitch. This is what we want to achieve. And we will achieve this using an electromechanical time switch. If you don't have more understanding of the time switch, please, I advise you to visit our channel and watch the video for the time switch. But this is an electromechanical time switch. It has input power supply, input power, and the load. You can see. So we have to connect the input power supply, 240 volts, and also connect to the load. This is for this, and I have done this using two contactors. This is three-phase contactor number 1. This is three-phase contactor number 2. This is MCB, circuit breaker for number 1 contactor, protective system for this contactor and the load also. And this is MCB number 2, protective system, protective breaker for the contactor number 2 and the load number 2. I have done a direct alternating current supply single phase connection for the motor. For the load, from the power supply source we have single phase source for the first contactor, and to the load. This is because I have a single phase load. If you have a three-phase load, you are allowed to connect three-phase power supply to the contactor and three-phase from the output of contactor to the load. If you have a machine, three-phase machine, electric motors, you wish to run and switch over each time. This is what you have to do. Now I have to connect the timer, the output of the timer to the contactor coil. If you don't have understanding of the contactor coil, please, I advise you to watch the video of the contactor coil switching connection. So let me do this quickly for you here. Check out other places. Pause over. Okay, this is the load from the mechanical switch timer to the coil of the contactor for the first one. Also, we have to do same for second contactor coil. This is timer switch number 2. We shall also connect the load from the load of this contactor to the contactor coil of the contactor. Okay, now we need to make power connection for the mechanical timer switch. I want to take power supply from here to here, and we have to make external power supply for this one. Okay. Okay, now we have this one connected right here. Right here we have, this is power supply for this timer. We shall close, and now we have to come here. I wish to give power supply for this timer, external power supply. We need an external power supply, which means we shall have another wire which will come from here This is external power supply. We shall connect together with this and this for the both timers. This timer 240 volts, this timer 240 volts. This is what we want. Okay. Yeah. Okay, right now we have connected single phase power supply for this timer switch, also for this timer switch linked together to this point. This one linked to this one to this contactor coil, this load to the contactor coil, power supply, this live and neutral power supply going straight to the load. This is for the two load. Now I have this. Okay, let's check it out. Now you will see this is power supply for the timer switch. Okay, bring it down there. You can see power supply for the load. Here we have this breaker for the load control, second breaker for this load control. I will set the time from the timer switch. Okay, right now I will set each of these bars. Remember from other video, each of this bar means 15 minutes. 15 minutes. If I start 2 means 30 minutes. This is 30 minutes for this, another one for this. Now I will power the circuit. The first one is for the, this is for the electromechanical time switch. Now we want to test. We set the time to the desired range. We set the time and position this one for 3 hours off, 3 hours on, 3 hours off, 3 hours on. How to set? Each one of this one means 15 minutes. 12 piece means 3 hours. Same for this. Now you have to set it in a way that when this is on the on state, this is on the off state. This is on the on state, this is on the off state. So this will do the same for the machine you have. We can test. Now you see one lamp working, other one not working. This time, this lamp, it is controlled by this contactor from this timer switch. It is in the on state, this is in the off state. When we change, for example, this time will run at same frequency for 3 hours like we have said, for 3 good hours. The time it is going for 3 hours, and at the last point, this will switch. The time runs again for 3 hours.